We're live here for Game of the Week. It's going to be a good one, folks. It's OC Tomahawks and Layton live from Lance McCullum Ballpark. This is Game of the Week. Castillo will be on the mound here for Layton. Sets in, fires the pitch. It's upstairs, ball one. And we are underway. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. On one, inside, 2-1. 2-1. That's laced down the left field line and foul. Two and two. The set and the 2-2. Fly ball hit to left and out of play, 2-2. Two by Castillo. That's inside, 3-2. Two. Line drive caught by Calora out first. What a play by Kenny, 1 out. What a snag. An early candidate for highlight of the night. Now here comes Tommy Butler to the plate. That's inside, ball one. The 2-0. Inside, 3-0. That's in there for a strike, 3-1. That's ball 4, and it's a walk. And Butler will go to first. So 1 on and 1 out here for Milligan. That's a fly ball, hits a deep left field. Way back it goes. And it's caught. 2 down. Now bring a Pudge Milligan to the plate. It's there for a strike, 0-1. That's upstairs, 1-1. 1-1. Outside 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. The 2-2. Pounded foul, 2-2. Two by Castillo. Inside 3-2. And that's ball 4, 2-1. I'll bring up John Hall Jr. to the plate. In there for a strike. 1. That's in there for a strike, 0-2. That's strike 3 called. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. We'll be back after this.
Summer downpours can be awful. That's why you need a gutter. You need Richie's Rain Gutters, installation and repair. Call the number today at 973-600-1369. MVP Electric has your electrical needs covered. We install ceiling fans, new wiring for new construction homes. We can make your TV wire-free. We can provide new wiring for your fuse box. Need a quote? We have trusted experts. Now that you know, it's time to power like a pro. 570-369-7870.
Sorry about that. It's a long commercial break. That's commercial. No, you're good. One second. There we go. Go ahead. Yep.
Hey, Montana. Hey, Booty, Billy, Daniel, Sandra, Thomas.
So special shout out for Layton today. Back here for the bottom of the first. That's outside ball 1. No score. That is an infield hit for Flexer. So 1 on in. Nobody out here for Layton. It's inside 1-1. 1-0, excuse me. 2-0, excuse me. It's outside 3-0. Pudge Milligan takes or gets the start for Tomahawks. That's through the left field side, a base hit. And there's going to be runners in second and third. I'll bring up Drew Fernandez to play the 2 on. Pitch. It's outside ball, or in there for strike on 1. And 1. That's in there for strike 1 and 2. One, 2. And that's chopped over to short. Cannot make the play. The bases are going to be loaded. Now bring up Kalora to the plate. That special shout out, by the way, was from Montana. Man watching in Montana. That's 1-0. 2 or 1-1, excuse me. Kalora always patient at the plate. 1-1. Ground ball through the left field side, a base hit. 1 runs in. Here comes another. That's going to drive in a pair. It's 2-0 Layton. Now Castillo will be the plate. And that's a ground ball to third. Can it get the out at second? Can it get the out at first? Not in time. So 1 out. You're in the bottom of the first, 2-0 Layton. And that's in there for strike 1 and 1. 1-1. It's inside 2 and 1. That's a line drive, and that's a base hit. That's going to drive in another run. It's 3-0. I'll bring up Nelson to the plate, and he fists one out toward right center field. That ball is going to be in there for a base hit. That's going to load the bases. And that is going to be down for a base hit. Kalora will score, and it's 4-0. Bases are still loaded, 4-0 Layton. And that's fouled away, 0-1. And that's popped up. 2 up. It's outside ball 1. And that's through the right side, a base hit. 1 runs in. Here comes another. It's 6-0 Layton, as Nelson will score as well. Now here comes Nikolai Vasiliev. Tops that one foul, 0-1. Two and 0. One to Vasiliev. That's in there for strike 1 and 2. One, 2. And that's grounded to third to throw over to first. And it gets bobbled, and a run will score. Make it 7-0 Layton. That's popped up. And a beautiful catch. That'll be the third out. We head to the top of the second. 7-0 to score. We'll be back after this.
Summer downpours can be awful. That's why you need a gutter. You need Richie's Rain Gutters, installation and repair. Call the number today at 973-600-1369. MJP Electric has your electrical needs covered. We install ceiling fans, new wiring for new construction homes. We can make your TV wire-free. We can provide new wiring for your fuse box. Need a quote? We have trusted experts. Now that you know, it's time to power like a pro. 570-369-7870.
And we are back again here for the game of the week. That's foul away. 2-2 the count. Nobody out here in the top of the second. 7-0 Layton is the score. It's a 2. 3-2. Two. That's ball 4. One on and one out, or one on and nobody out here for the Tomahawks. He has popped up towards left. Out of play. One by Castillo. And that's grounded over to third. Worthington's got it. He throws over to second. He throws over to first. That's not in time. And they have one out here in the top of the second. And the pitch. That's inside ball 1. Well, grounded foul. 1-1. One by Castillo. That's in there for a strike 1-2. One, 2. That's 2-2. And that's popped up towards left center. And he makes the catch over his short. 2 out. So 2 down, 1 on here for the Tomahawks. They're down by 7. Set him the pitch. It's in there for a strike on 1. That's Upstairs, 1-1. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. We head to the bottom of the second, 7-0 to score. Layton comes to bat. We'll be back after this.
Summer downpours can be awful. That's why you need a gutter. You need Richie's Rain Gutters, installation and repair. Call the number today at 973-600-1369. MVP Electric has your electrical needs covered. We install ceiling fans, new wiring for new construction homes. We can make your TV wire-free. We can provide new wiring for your fuse box. Need a quote? We have trusted experts. Now that you know, it's time to power like a pro. 570-369-7870.
And we're back to game of the week. 7-0 to score here in the bottom of the second. Chris Flexer will lead things off for Layton. Send the pitch. That's in there for a strike on 1. 0-1. And that is right to short. To throw to first is in time. 1 out. Nice play over short. Another nomination for highlight of the night. We'll know the count. The set in the pitch is popped up towards right. 2 out. Now bring up Fernandez to the plate. Two down here in the bottom of the second. That's outside ball 1. That's topped over to third, to throw to first in time. And a quick bottom of the second takes us to the top of the third, 7-0 Layton. We'll be back after this.
Summer downpours can be awful. That's why you need a gutter. You need Richie's Rain Gutters, installation and repair. Call the number today at 973-600-1369. MVP Electric has your electrical needs covered. We install ceiling fans, new wiring for new construction homes. We can make your TV wire-free. We can provide new wiring for your fuse box. Need a quote? We have trusted experts. Now that you know, it's time to power like a pro. 570-369-7870.
We are back to Game of the Week. We're out here in the top of the third. Two won the count, one out. Here in the top of the third. That's a swing and a miss. 2-2. That's inside, 3-2. 3-2 the count. Set in the pitch. Now it's 3-2. Excuse me. That was a 2-2 pitch. And that's ball 4. So 1 on and nobody out here for the Tomahawks, as that's fouled away 0-1. One popped up towards short. 1 out. Actually, 2 out, excuse me. I bring a Butler to the plate for 2 out and 1 on. That's up and away, ball 1. Well, as a fly ball hits a deep left center field, and that's going to be 3 outs. We head to the bottom of the third, 7-0 the score. We'll be back after this.
Summer downpours can be awful. That's why you need a gutter. You need Richie's Rain Gutters, installation and repair. Call the number today at 973-600-1369. MVP Electric has your electrical needs covered. We install ceiling fans, new wiring for new construction homes. We can make your TV wire-free. We can provide new wiring for your fuse box. Need a quote? We have trusted experts. Now that you know, it's time to power like a pro. 570-369-7870.
And we're back. That's in there for a strike on one to Colora. That's grounded for the whole base hit. Now here is Castillo at the plate. One on and nobody out here for Layton. They lead 7-0 here in the bottom of the third. Well, it's a ground ball to third. This could be two. The throw over to second is in time, but they won't get the out at first. And that is in the center field, a base hit for Olmsted. And he runs the first and third for Layton. And Donnie Nelson at the plate. One on and or two on and one out. That's pop foul. And that's down the left field line, and that's going to be not caught. It's going to be trapped. A run will score. And he runs the second and third. It'll be 8-0 Layton. Sending the pitch. Popped up towards first. And cannot make the play. Two on, one out, 8-0 to score here in the bottom of the third. That's a swing and a miss. That's 0-2. 1-2 the count, the pitch. That's inside 1 and 2.
Can you come with me and I'll come back?
1-2. Inside. And that's ball 4. And the bases are going to be loaded for Worthington. 1-0. 2-0. That's a 2-1. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. It's set in the 2-1 for Milligan. That's fouled away, 2-2. The 2-2. That's outside, 3-2. Two. And that's ball 4, and that's going to drive in a run. It's 9-0 Layton. It's outside, ball 1. Bases loaded, 1 out, 9-0. That's fouled away, 1-1. Two one is the count. Bases loaded, 1 out. 9-0 Layton trying to extend their lead. And a line drive out towards center field, a base hit. 1 runs in. Here comes another. It is 11-0 Layton. That's laced out toward right, and that's going to be caught, 1 out. So 11-0 is the score. We're back here on the game of the week. Sorry for the technical difficulties. It is really hot out. It's not the easiest conditions to stream today. That's a line drive base hit in the left field for Pudge. And there'll be 1 on here for the Tomahawks. That's laced foul. That's a screamer. And that could be a double play. Throw over to first. And not in time. So 1 on and 2 out here for the Tomahawks, who are in the top of the 4th. That's outside, 1-on-1. And 1. So we're gonna miss 1 and 2. And the pitch. And that's strike 3 called. Get to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back after this.
Summer downpours can be awful. That's why you need a gutter. You need Richie's Rain Gutters, installation and repair. Call the number today at 973-600-1369. MVP Electric has your electrical needs covered. We install ceiling fans, new wiring for new construction homes. We can make your TV wire-free. We can provide new wiring for your fuse box. Need a quote? We have trusted experts. Now that you know, it's time to power like a pro. 570-369-7870.
That is going to be over his head and up against the wall for Flexer. And Flexer is going to head on home. And it's going to be an inside the... Nope. So it went into the woods, and they're going to give him the third base based off on the speed, but it's not going to be a home run.
Way to start the inning, Flex. Good job, right? Right.
11-0 is the current score here in the 5th. That's a swing and a miss, 0-1. Nothing to score. The set in the pitch. It's grounded foul, 0-2. Send the 0-2. Upstairs, 1-2. 1-2. Fouled away. One and two.
Hey, it takes one, kid. Let's go 1-4.
That's upstairs.
It's called a change-up.
2-2. That's laced to left center. That's dropping in for a base hit. And I'll bring up Fernandez to the plate. And that's enough for a strike on one. That is punched over to second. They will throw over to first. One out.
Let's go. You're in this account. Here it is. One.
Ball 1-2, Kalora. On a third and one out. That's inside 2-0 to Kalora. Make it 3-0. Trio. Line drive, base hit, left center field. That's going to drive in another run. It's 12-0 Layton. So Kalora has driven in 3 in this game. It's 12-0. I'll bring up Castillo to the plate. And 1. 2-1. Send the 2-1. That's inside 3-1. Nothing to score, 1 on and 1 out. Here for Castillo. Send the pitch. Line drive, base hit into left field. Back-to-back hits. Have runners at first and second. I'll bring up Bill Olmstead to the plate.
Hey, Bill, let's go. Stay hot.
The pitch.
Hey, good play. Hey, you're ready.
Here for a strike on 1.
Let's go. We're waiting for the good one.
Popped up mile high. And it is caught, 2 out. Milligan made the catch over and left.
Take care of your pop.
Bring up Nelson to the plate. inside 1-0. To Nelson. 1-0. Popped up 1-1. Two on and 2 out here for Layton. They lead 12-0.
One.
1-1 to Nelson. Inside 2-1. The 2-1. And that's foul, 2-2, into the parking lot. 2-2. Line drive into left center field, falling in for a base hit. Calora's rounding third, and he will score. It's 13-0 Layton.
Let's go, babe. Good job, babe. Come on, stop.
That's popped up out of play, 0-1. $13-0 Layton. 0-1. That's enough for a strike 0-2. 0-2 by Milligan. Inside off the cage, 1-2.